Hi guys, so today I wanted to show you how I set up my Midori Traveler's Notebook for the second half of the year. I have a video which I'll have linked to how I set up my Traveler's Notebook for the first half of the year, and I was using the Pelle Studio. It's a bigger, wider Traveler's Notebook. It's really nice. But now I'm using my Traveler's Company. This is the actual kind of like Midori brand. This is what Midori turned into. It's called the Traveler's Factory or Traveler's Company. And these are the original Traveler's Notebooks from Japan. So this is the brown color, and I have the orange little elastic band on it. No charms or anything because it does go in and out of my purse. I love the way it's getting scuffed up and everything. It doesn't quite look as rich, especially against this wood, but you can kind of see how it's getting scuffed up, and I love how, because it's not flat, I have like a glue stick in here. I love how the leather kind of folds over. It's a very soft, but it's very structured. It's not too floppy. So I love this notebook. I'm a fan of the original Midoris. So I'm just gonna open this up and show you, because that's probably what you care about. It's just so soft, and it still smells like leather. I have this little canvas pouch which I got from Pelle Studio along with this pen. It's a really nice little pen. It came in a kit, and it's just like a little cardboard tube pen, but the ink, and I just love it. It writes really well, it doesn't bleed, and it looks nice. It's like not too overpowering. I'm super into neutrals right now, so I like the clean kind of looks of this, especially when you're traveling or if you carry your notebook around with you. I don't really like something that's super pink and like frilly and stuff hanging out all over. I really like this look. So I have this canvas pouch. It opens up on the side. There's nothing in there right now, but in the top I just have a mechanical pencil, a micron pen just in case this pen runs out or I want to do some sort of lining or something, and this is the 0.5, like I said, in case I want to do some lining for some journaling or doodling that I do. And then I also have a little glue stick. I got this at PlannerCon, but it is from, where is it? I don't know, Prima? Yeah, it's from Prima, and it's called a planner glue pen, and I like it because it fits in my planner. Like, I can take it with me. Like a normal glue stick is a little bit wider. It would totally work, but it's a little bit wider. I like how convenient and practical this is. I also have a little pair of scissors in case I want to cut something out. And then it just kind of folds over. What I like, since this is kind of bulky, like it would kind of suck to write on that, I can just slide this out really easy, which I did when I was on vacation. I would stick like ephemera in the back. Right now there's just some money and some washi tape, but I would stick like my ephemera, receipts, business cards that I was collecting on my trip in the back. And then when I had time to do some crafting and do some journaling, I could just pull this out. I have my supplies like my pen, glue, scissors, and all my ephemera right here. I can just put it on the table and then still work on my book. When I was done, I can just shove everything back in here and shove everything back in the journal. Or if this book gets too thick, because right now it's really thin because I just put these inserts in, so there's not a lot in them. But if these books get too thick, I can take out this canvas pouch and just carry it in my purse. So that's really nice. And I got this at Pelle Studio on Etsy. I will have the link in the description. So this is the planner from the Traveler's Factory. It's really nice because they did, sorry, this was the first half of the month, and then this is the second half of the month. So you can kind of see this one's all decorated and cute, just with some of my favorite stickers and fun stuff. These are jean stickers, so they have really nice texture. And I've got my Dymo labeler and just kind of fun, interesting stuff. I can give you a flip through of this really fast. I was kind of sporadic on how I used it. I'm not really a great, like, consistent planner. You can see, I think this was PlannerCon. Yeah. You can see just post-it notes in here. That's how I planned that week. This week didn't have anything, so I think I have a video on this. That was St. Patrick's Day. A lot of blank pages coming up here because I kind of fell off the wagon. So I'm keeping this book just so I can do doodles or little spreads on these blank pages because I don't want to waste them. I think this is one of the last pages I did in my planner. So that was the first half of the month. I'm hoping to be a little bit more consistent this half of the year. So I just have post-it notes on the front of this one. I'm not sure what insert this is. Does it say 006? I'm not positive. But it's just the yearly calendar, and it's really nice because it has your weeks on one side, or it has your week on one side broken down, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just a little spot, which I need. Like, I don't need a lot of space for each day. I need more space for the week. So on the right side it has just a big blank grid, which you can do kind of weekly planning or however you see fit to use it. So this week I haven't really done much, but that's the setup of the Traveler's Notebook, and I started a few weeks. I wanted to use this kind of, it has the months and it just has a little line for each one. I was going to use this as a weight tracker because if you saw my other video, you saw that I was using a specific notebook for, what was it, like weight and health related stuff. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who was kind of concerned about some of the stuff that was in here, because there's a lot of like me inspiration in here. I did do some cute little drawings, which I really like, but there is a lot of like me inspiration and just stuff that motivates me to lose weight. And I'm not saying I have the most healthy relationship with food and everything, but it works for me, and it's something I'm working on. So I just want to say thank you for everybody who was kind of concerned with some of the stuff that they saw and left me really nice comments. I really appreciate it. I'm working on it, but I'm working on losing weight. That's kind of my goal right now. So, you know, there's always the mental and the physical battle with everything in life. So instead of having this Hobonichi that I use specifically for like weight loss and stuff, I'm just using a app on my phone to track my calories. So I use the Lose It app, which is kind of cool, and it just tracks your calories. I haven't done anything today, but I use that for calories instead of writing everything down, and then I just track my weight in here, and that hopefully will work a little bit better so I'm not as obsessive about it. But I'm still going to use these pages in the Hobonichi because I love this paper and I love how crinkly and textured it gets when you add like watercolor and especially like Copic or alcohol markers. So I'm going to use that probably for art journaling and doodling. And then I just have a few planner pages in here. This is this week, and I didn't really do anything because we were in Oregon for the first half of the week, and then I didn't work. I only worked this weekend, so there's not much going on here. And I don't really like the red, white, and blue kind of color scheme, so this is as good as it gets for 4th of July. And then this one, I think I'm going to do a plan with me. I filmed it, I just have to edit it, and if I do, I'll have it linked. Because this was kind of fun, a different kind of style for me, a lot of stickers and then a big background image. But that's just kind of how I do it week by week, however I feel like doing it. I kind of like this style because you can either go more towards bullet journaling, which is really simple and straightforward, or you can kind of go crazy and like sticker vomit, which is kind of my style. normally, as you can see in this first half of the year. I like a lot of stickers, and I have a lot of stickers, so I want to use them up. And you can see it didn't make the book that bulky, which is important if you carry your traveler's notebook with you. So I took this out, but it's the hard plastic kind of writing sheet. It's nice because it has grid, so you can stick it kind of behind here. You can see the grid on the planner pages, but if you want extra lines to write, like straight, you can put these in here and you can see the lines, or you can just use it as a hard surface to draw on, which is really, really nice. And I just stuck some washi tape that has like pretty words on it. I just stuck that there so I can use that in my journal whenever I needed to. So that just goes in here, and then I clip my pages with this gold bulldog clip, which I also think is from Pelle Studio, just because I don't like flipping through my planner to find what day I'm on or what week I'm on. And then I also clip it so that my little hard plastic insert doesn't fall out. Like, it won't fall out, but I just clip it so that it doesn't, and I can easily flip to whatever page I'm on in my planner. So I just clip that to the front page of my next insert. So that was my planner insert, and then my next insert, I don't have a lot of stickers on it yet. It's so naked looking, but as the year goes on, I'll add stickers to it. This is kind of how that one started. Now you can see it's completely full. So I just collect stickers from like breweries and places that we go. Sweet. And I just, like I said, I clip this to my planner so I can easily open my book to the right page in my planner, and then I can open it to my journal. And I love this page in my journal. I just have a collection of little fortune cookies going on here, and then I have one of my favorite pictures. My aunt recently came to visit from Minnesota and surprised my grandpa for Father's Day, and this is one of the little selfies we took, which was just fun girl time. So me, my aunt, and my cousin. And my cousin and I are only a month apart, so we're pretty close, and it was just really nice to have my aunt here because she's crazy, and it was so much fun. And then I just have a little thing down here which I really liked. I think I shared this on Instagram, so if you wanted to read it, you can check out Instagram. And then, this is so cute. Like, it's not cute because of the art, like in the watercolor, is awful, but I think it's super cute, and I really like looking back on it. And it was just like a visual inventory of what I took on a little weekend getaway, and I definitely overpacked for the weekend, but it all worked out because it was 4th of July weekend, and my boyfriend thought he had to go work on Monday, but he got Monday off, so we had like 2 whole extra days on our little vacation. So it was awesome, and we ended up going up to Oregon, falling in love with Oregon, and just super, like, it was just a really awesome trip. So I'm glad I overpacked because I actually had enough clothes for the weekend, like the long weekend. So yeah, I just drew things out and watercolored them, and then I think I did a little bit of journaling about how excited I was. And then this was kind of our little trip. I just had an itinerary that I filled out as we went. So this page was blank, and I just filled it out as we went. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, just so I could remember what exactly we did, because I didn't have time to journal every single day. Like, I collected ephemera and all this stuff, but I didn't always have time or the energy to journal after, you know, a long day of exploring and traveling and drinking. We went to a lot of breweries and like winery tasting rooms and stuff like that, so it was really nice to have this itinerary. I don't know, I don't really think I want more journaling about the trip unless it's like a specific thing. I like just more little business cards, little captions. I watercolored this from Russian River, which I think turned out pretty cute, and I did that on the trip, which was fun. And I don't know, I thought I showed you This is a more stylized version of their logo. This is kind of their logo, and you can kind of see it looks semi-similar. It looks pretty good in my opinion. So Russian River is like one of the best breweries. All their beers are amazing. Even if you don't like all types of beer, all their beer is good. So I really wanted to do something special for Russian River. And I just have little pictures from my HP Sprocket that I can travel. It's a portable Bluetooth photo printer. So all these little like 2x3 or business card size photos are from the HP Sprocket. I just have little pictures. I like these little ones that are just collaged and cut in half of this size. So I think the size is really appropriate for the traveler's notebook. I think it fits perfectly, and I'm gonna try and do a lot of like borders around photos just to kind of make everything cohesive like I did on this one, and little hearts and stars and dots, and kind of keep it simple, kind of keep it more ephemera based with watercolor and a little bit of journaling, and then keeping my planner kind of like sticker crazy, just because I don't want to add too much stickers and too much bulk to this book, because I do like to be able to fit it into my purse. So coasters and stickers from the breweries we went to. This was like a bookmark that I got at one of the gift shops, and it's just a beautiful Oregon coast. Gorgeous. And I put some pictures from our drive on the Oregon coast, like sand, and a picture from Bandon, some more pictures. And this was the little like room key sleeve. I haven't finished it, but I wanted to draw the sign because this was the cutest little inn. I loved it. There was like a hot tub on the balcony overlooking the ocean. I'll try and put some pictures in if I can, but I just drew this and watercolored it. I still haven't finished it. It was called Inn of the Beachcomber, and then this is us on the beach, like our hotel. I don't know if you could tell, it's like right back there, and then this was the beach, and there's a lot of rocks, so you can do a lot of like beach combing and find some really cool stuff. So I just tucked that right behind here, and this was like our room key card folder thing. I don't know what they are. I work at a hotel and I don't know what they're called, but we had room 106, and then I just drew this on top of it, but I haven't finished it, so that's in there. And then I have another little sticker from a brewery, a little like coaster thing from the hotel, or a little napkin or whatever, little ephemera from like all the places that we go to, restaurants and in and out, little picture of this covered bridge that we saw in Dorena, Oregon. We're just so obsessed with Oregon. I drew this out and then colored it with watercolor, and I really like how it looks, especially like the ombre rainbow-ish thing. And then this is just a napkin that I glued in here, and I really like napkins because they're thin and you can get them to look like they're part of the page. So this was a little bar restaurant in Placerville, or like El Dorado County, that we went to, and they just have cute napkins. And then that was really all the stuff from our trip. And then this is from an artist. I pulled this out of a Daphne's Diary magazine, but this is the artist. And I'm just gonna do journaling and all this other stuff. And like I said, I just set this notebook up, so there's a lot of room still. I'll probably do a flip through at the end. Like I'll do a flip through of all of my inserts once they're completely full, but normally I take them out when there's a few pages left, and then it's really hard for me to just fill those last pages, so I never actually finish an insert. So I'll have a flip through of my next completed insert if you guys kind of like this style, or like my messy, crazy style. But I'm excited to see how this insert turns out, just because I'm kind of going in a different direction with like watercolor, paring down my like physical supplies and working more on my artistic technique. So I'm excited to see where I go from here. So blank pages are just full of so much hope for me, and I'm really excited. In the back I have a little swatch page, just because I like to test pens out before, so I know if they bleed through. This is a Webster's Pages insert, and then I have little post-it notes here because they're really good for covering up mistakes and for doing kind of color schemes or just cleaning off your brush. So that's there, and then this is the back of the little canvas pocket in the back of the notebook. Like I said, I just have money and some washi tape in there. I think it's always good to have emergency cash with you, so that's in there. And then I have a pen loop, which I think I got at PlannerCon, so I don't know where it's from, but I stuck it straight to the leather, which was terrifying, but it's holding up really well and it works really well for this little pen. And I like thinner pens, so this works very well for me. And then just the elastic in the back, you can see, I don't know, it looks more discolored on camera and it's not as like rich, but it's so beautiful. I love it. I love that you can kind of see some texture and some wear. I just love the Midori Traveler's Notebook so much. And I love the Traveler's Notebook system and community. So I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I'm really happy that you guys hung out with me today. I know it's kind of a long video, but I like watching these videos, and having something on in the background is really fun in the craft room because it feels like you're crafting along with friends. So if you guys want more Traveler's Notebooks videos, just let me know, and thank you guys for hanging out with me.